So a lot of people like the Sonic movie, even has an 8.3 on Metacritic, but you have an 8.6. Well, that's because the Sonic. We'll get the negative Sonic reviews. Yep, will be. I have seen so there will be spoilers in this movie because some of the reviews do contain spoilers. Yep, some of them do contain spoilers, which means Sonic movie will. That means there will be spoilers for the Sonic movie in this video. So if you don't want to see no spoilers, do not watch this video. Please do not watch the video. But again, I bet, most people read reviews for it. So we'll be looking through these negative reviews and going from the bottom, which are the worst ones, the worst reviews. So here we go. Literally couldn't finish it to the Jim acting. So you hate the movie because Jim Carrey was in the movie. Yep. Awesome that fans heard it. Sonic looks. What type of sentence is this? Awesome that fans was heard and Sonic looks like he should. What? But honestly, dumb acting won everything. Yeah, this is an example of a bad review. So amazing, okay? So amazing. Such an amazing review. It's to be honored in the best reviews of all time. Let's go through N. Warren's review of Sonic the Hedgehog. Jim Carrey was the only thing that made the movie worth watching over anyone over the age of 10. Weak jokes, no compelling character, and several instances of weird product placement. I guess Marvel had lots of product placement in those movies, but you're not gonna complain about Marvel. You're not gonna complain about the MCU doing that. And no compelling characters. Come on, you have Sonic. You also have Eggman. There's a lot of compelling characters in this movie. Probably the worst character in this movie is probably the that one. There's no real bad characters in this movie. The next review is by username 16. If you absolutely have to see how bad this movie is, don't make the same mistake I did by paying money to see it. Wait until it hits Netflix or something. So you didn't even actually talk about how bad the movie actually was. You just said the movie was bad, and that's it. That's it. That's the great review you have there. If you absolutely have to see how bad this movie, we're not. This one has spoilers in it and worsen. So, yep. I think. Okay, so Google Translate. This is in Watson. I don't know much about Sonic, but I played Sonic Mania. This film was for children, but not for fans of Sonic. Wow. I guess it's just as bad as who was it review? I think it was Phil's Productions review. He said it was not for fans of Sonic, even though he only played Sonic Riders, which really isn't isn't the classic Sonic games like Sonic Adventure. I played all the Sonic games. I played a lot of Sonic games. And this film was more representative of Sonic than you ever will. Try making a Sonic movie yourself. I guess it won't work because you don't know what Sonic is. You don't know anything about Sonic. Don't know what I expected, but I expected more for going for cheap jokes that don't make any sense. Or the jokes make more sense than any of the jokes you probably can. Why did I go watch a movie about Sonic to see a kid's movie for information to vain to send money? Yep. Yep. You hate the movie. I guess you hate any Disney movie because it's a kid's movie. And also, Sonic is actually a family movie. It's not a kid's movie. And also, I guess you gotta hate any of all the Sonic games because all the Sonic games are quote-unquote kids games. Yep. The Sonic games are rated E for everyone. That's what the rated. That's what the movie is going to be rated. That's what you're expecting the movie to be rated. You're expecting an R-rated, edgy Sonic movie that everything is there. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. Don't waste your time. The highest scores do the macho and gay nerds. No, 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 no. There's no. We're not gay. Stop calling us names because you don't like the movie. It's just wow. I. You're really insulting all of these Sonic fans and calling them nerds. I bet this is probably Mario Diploma's disguise account. Samurai Wego. The review contains spoilers. I have been a Sonic fan for almost 10 years. I decided not to post my attitudes and to give this movie a chance. I knew perfectly it won't be good. Then I couldn't believe I refrained from weeping at 15 minutes of the screening. I stated a hope eventually the movie would get better. I went to my friends of mine and every few minutes we were commenting on almost every scene that was disgusting, including the absurdities. My brother say who always says the word Sonic, sadly that is more informed than the people who made the movie. Everything starts with a scene which has nothing to do with everything we know about Star Wars outward. Sonic is of a one of a kind and raised by an owl. It's a movie. I don't think the games ever explored Sonic's childhood. This is a movie. And then some killers attack him with the Knuckles Clan attack Sonic before he has to escape to World of the Humans. Why? This clan was ancient centuries before Sonic was born. It's a movie. They're trying to make their own movie universe, okay? The own movie universe. It's called, it's yeah, this guy, okay, the clan was, they wouldn't attack him without a purpose. Well, they said that they wanted to kill Sonic for his power, okay? It's framed throughout the entirety of the film that Sonic has a lot of power with his quills. His quills have a lot of power. They're probably looking to trying to get Sonic to get him, okay? And yeah, since before Sonic was born, they do it for money, and Sonic doesn't seem very wealthy. Though they're going after Sonic for his powers, okay? And according to Bowie, they want his superpower, which is absurd and nosing because they can't steal it because his power is electricity. Well, where in the movie Dr. Eggman steals his power and he was able to keep up with Sonic, it's his quills that have the electricity. He can stop the power in a whole city and make an explosion of electric waves. Then even more hilarious, he sees Sonic stopping time. He may be fast, but he can't do such a thing. Archie Sonic. That's what they did in Archie Sonic. Also, that's a cinematic trick they used in Justice League and I think X-Men Apocalypse. They did the same thing in that movie. It's supposed to show the scale of speed. Okay, Sonic really lose him. And say he does the story's robots. He has been originated without a problem. But he's completely helpless, so the human policeman has to fight while driving at a car at high speed. Looks like the creators of the movie have not understand that Head's power has full. He runs fast, but he doesn't mean his whole body starts his poop. Where he runs and arms fight behind his body. Through the whole time, Sonic is running. He doesn't have a single friend. He doesn't think of adding one more. That's because they didn't think of adding one more Sonic character, even though they add Tails at the end of the movie. I thought the movie would be fine because the creators didn't considerations of the fans' opinions and they changed the disgusting for its design after there was almost nothing to us pre-Sonic fans. And yeah, this is a very long review. Yep. And only one person, probably himself, found this review helpful. Okay? Found this review helpful. Okay? And yeah, there were 50+ Sonic characters in the screenplay. Forgot. No, they didn't forget about all of them. Have you played the first Sonic game? The first Sonic game was just actually, at the beginning, Sonic and Eggman. Okay? And also, there is humans in the Sonic world, the Sonic universe. And yep, this is just a bad review. And that's only halfway through this quote-unquote review we have here. Okay? Yep. Well, that Game 3 made a whole video about that. Yep. Yep, such an amazing review we have here. Next, it was not for Sega fans at all. It's for kids to tell you what makes 0 cents waste of money. Again, Sonic is a E-rated game, okay? I'm going to show you a cover of a Sonic game, okay? Sonic Generations. Oh yeah, it's rated E for everyone. Oh yeah, I wasn't surprised at that at all. Sonic is rated E for everyone. Yep. Yep. Another very bad adaptation. The only Sonic visual was good. Story weak. Were at TOAs in this week. Visual effect very bad. They are horrible. And 9 people actually think this was actually a good review. Yep. No, it wasn't. It's not a good review. Here's one thing: if you don't want the audience to feel during film about the fastest thing alive, to feel bored. It's not so aggressively bad. It's interesting. It's painfully unfunny. The film we've seen dozens of times before. It's not all the part where Mr. Pencil with an IP like Sonic. What did he want Sonic to do? Okay? Did you want him to fight Eggman for 1 hour and 40 minutes? No. No. I would say disappointed would be an understatement. He is spelled Wood Wong. I felt actively drained of energy and patience while watching. Nearly every aspect of the movie was bad. 90% of the jokes fell flat. Well, I'm sorry for you that you didn't like it. And yeah, we only went over this one. The only reason why this movie is somewhat bearable is due to Jim Carrey. The fans told because it's about Sonic. But the neutral critics realize how bad it is. Well, I know a lot of people who are not Sonic fans, and they actually like this movie. Oh yeah, I have to go back to Google Translate because this is in French. Of course. Of course. Maybe I'm biased for my love for the little blue hedgehog, I don't know, but this film left me with bitter taste. First of all, I cannot go to any details of consistency compared to the original war. Otherwise, I will exceed. This film is a joke to lovers of the universe. The protagonists have no souls. Ideology followed the same wobbly as ordinary when they were. In my opinion, much due to special effects, something that sting the eyes. I guess you hate every movie, basically, because every movie has special effects in them now. And in a way that sometimes can be somewhat coarse. If your eyes are used to it, the green funds are mildly invisible, and it's in the performance, it's in itself. The references are formed into a space of the spectator. They're not forced, and the general humor or Jim Carrey when it, but it comes, it's quite heavy and childish. I guess you'll hate any. But again, Sonic games are rated E, and the humor is for, the games are rated E. They're not R-rated movies. You really want Sonic to have R-rated comedy in the movie, okay? I guess you hate any PG-rated comedy that has come out in the 80s and 90s. I guess your comedic genius. I bet you're one of those people who find Booksmart to be a comedic genius because it's more adult humor. You know, it touches more of the adult humor. And yes, I'm a follower of black humor, so Jim Carrey has a special case because he plays well, but it seems completely out of the film. Freewheeling is not poetic, and even mad to make me sketch a smile. Well, the film draws me to a salty tear. The music is fine. In fact, I remember two fainting down to the Robotnik in his bus, and until the Green Hill theme towards the end. I did not have much to say except for that I had hope from Reborn like Black Phoenix in Despair, and it continues to before I bury my cards with just a Mega Drive. Yep, under the bad review of Sonic. It has 3 dislikes. No. I hate this movie. Don't watch it. Just don't. I only give this film a 10 of sequels, 10 seconds of slow mo Sonic being so we decapitated by a knife, blood and bootery. I would watch that. Everyone would. Yeah, no one would watch that but you. Okay? No one would watch that but you. You. This is what I mean. The Sonic haters, they hate Sonic. There's people who hate Sonic on this site. Trying to drag down the reviews, giving the movie a bad review. But yeah, again, I think this is Spanish. Oh yes, there's another review in foreign language. Yep. Oh, it's in Portuguese. Spanish and Portuguese are very similar. This movie is terrible. It went crazy in the nerds because they didn't like to see hero films of women invented by a male to jewel the egg. Calm nerds. Do not breastfeed. Very careful. Yeah, this review is awful. You're again mocking Sonic fans because you're mocking basically fans of superhero movies now in this review. Yeah, this is another bad review. This is why no one really likes reading. This is why most of the negative reviews are just a bunch of bullcrap to begin with. Yep, and we're gonna go over. This is awful. The new politics of dubbing everything. They put YouTuber blogging. It's still coming. It's to attract young audiences. obvious stress. But the fact that this movie does a Sonic reference, overall waste of money. I made this contest to use a score. Um, they put a lot of references. What is this? War of the Rings? 8 out of this. The Detective Pikachu Weeks Kangaroo Jack. I guess people video games harder than the lack of which they deficitates modern entertainment continues to do so. I enjoyed it, but this is no master. Oh yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 10. Oh yeah, you enjoyed the movie, but you gave it a 3 out of 10. Gave it a 3 out of 10. How do I make a legit video game franchise and not some live action hoax? Have fun anyways, and time to bring down this rating down to a realistic setting. Well, you failed because it's still an 8.3. It's still not below 8.0, which Detective Pikachu has a 7.3, I think. Sonic CGI was terrible. Anytime he held something, it looked horrible. But in the real world, the relationship of Sonic and Tom was stupid because they become besties like in no time. Well, that some people become besties in no time because they have a lot in common. Okay? That's how friendships start sometimes. Two people have a lot in common, they become besties in no time. The Jim Carrey dance number was ridiculous. The chemistry between Sonic and his wife was so unbelievably bad, it felt like they were divorced. The whole movie was so bad, it was laughable. Me and my friend were literally audibly laughing at the Scarlet. I played a few Sonic games, never been a huge... Yeah, again, you hate Sonic to begin with, so... This movie is terrible. It's terribly unfunny and full of stereotypes and boring tropes. Almost fell asleep while I was watching it in the cinemas. And again, why does this cheap, forgettable garbage have an 8.3? The story was lazily predictable. The jokes were painfully unfunny. The concept of unwilling buddies was then done to death. Take fake up or do something new for once. I can see what this guy's reviews are. I can't wait to see if he gave Endgame a 10 out of 10, called it a masterpiece. If he's... Oh, he gave Frozen a 10 out of 10. So it's one of those people who gives movies either a 0 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Wow. He probably will gave Endgame a 10 out of 10. He gave Frozen 2. Don't worry. He gave Frozen 2 a 10 out of 10. French voice for Sonic was terrible. Movie is generic. Jim Carrey saved the movie. Yep, again, not a bad review. Just why? Why a film with no real audience? It's a kids movie, but Sonic has not been relevant for kids for over a decade. Not viable for adults, it's clearly intended for immature audiences. Well, it's intended for Sonic fans, and a lot of Sonic fans are adults. This movie is nostalgic parents to subject the children with the all wind back my day the stories. I have kids going and rolling their eyes. This film is really mediocre, with Carrey being the only science bar on the whole thing. That said, this is a film that's sort of never been made. I'll give points for the people who worked on this, and 1 point for Carrey and 1 point for kids. Being a kids movie that isn't controlled by the evil corporation on Earth, being exceptionally generous. What Evil's Corporation enough? It's not only the best video game movie, but it's far from the worst. But he gave it a 3 out of 10. I gotta see this guy's reviews. They're probably all giving... I gotta see what this Evil's Corporation on Earth is. And now we're almost done. Why? That's why. A film with no real audience. It's a kid's movie, but some... Oh yeah, we already went over that one. Oh, here's another really long review. Sonic the Hedgehog is boring. The plot has a terrible pace, and I will take up on the introduction of elements that not give an accurate time. I actually think it is probably a very constructed review here. Yep, this is probably the best review out of all these reviews. He actually comes up with, and the one with, no, this review actually is probably, out of all of these bad reviews, is probably the best review, but still, nope. He just didn't like the movie. If you're a second fanboy of 7-year-olds, you'll probably enjoy it. But if you need these things, it's a crass, pointless, and ultimately cringeworthy waste of time. And it still has. And yep, if you suppose you're the youngest of Sonic when the games came out remotely good, when Sonic Adventure 2 came out, that person is 22 and 23 this year. I suppose the oldest fan remotely only was around 40, about 40, and the first game came out. And that is person turning 69 years old this year. That said, it's a movie targeted 23 to 69 years old. But yeah, this is another bad review, and somehow this got 7 good reviews. And yep, those are all the bad Sonic reviews, and yep, they're all bad. That's basically it. Goodbye.